The scandal of Chris Wu has been such a huge news on China's social media. So, who is Chris Wu? What happened? And what can we expect then? Who is Chris Wu? Chris Wu has been one of the most popular pop stars in China. Chris was born in Guangzhou province in 1990, and he moved to Vancouver, Canada at 10 years old. Chris is 30 years old now. In 2012, Chris debuted in Korea as a member of the South Korean Chinese band called ESO, and he is also the leader of the subgroup ESO/M, under the company SM Entertainment, which is also the most popular entertainment company in Korea. But 2 years later, in 2014, Chris announced to withdraw his contract from the SM Entertainment and decided to go into a solo career. He continued his career in China then. After Chris returning to China, which has been a great occasion and great luck, Chris achieved amazing success and extremely popularity. He became the top pop star in China, also the top star in movies, in fashion, and in variety shows. He got the top-notch resources in the China entertainment industry. Wu also participated in the Hollywood movies, participated in the 59th annual Grammy Award ceremony in Los Angeles. Wu was also listed as 30 Under 30 Asia 2017 list by Forbes. Wu has also been the ambassador for brands such as Mercedes, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, and Porsche. Chris has more than 50 million fans on Chinese social media, but yet his account was all suspended after this issue. Chris also have a YouTube channel here, which is run by his group. You can also search by his name. So what happens to Chris Wu this time? The beginning. There was a photo release on the social media that Chris is dating a girl in a movie theater who is called Miss Yi. After a couple of days, another girl, Miss Du Meizhu, who is also the main character in this story, she posts on Weibo, which is the Chinese Twitter and Instagram. She said Chris Wu has been dating with her for the last couple of months. Chris Wu cheated on her and just disappeared deliberately. This makes her so depressed that she cannot go to school. After a month, on July 8, 2021, Du went back to Weibo and made another post that she received so many threats and online violence by Chris Wu's fans. Until now, this sounds like more of a moral issue, but it is not. Du further exposed that Wu had a WeChat account dedicated to underage women. Wu and his team using excuses such as our MV need to choose stars, and also we want to sign in newcomers to our studio. Wu and his team use those excuses to call the girl to his places, so they play table games, they play wine games. Oh, by the way, China don't have a legal age of drinking. So Wu take the opportunity to make those girls getting drunk, or probably also use some sex drugs. Chris just treated these women so badly and seduced a number of women, especially young women and underage women, to have sex with him. Among them, there are at least 2 underage girls and 8 more victims, including Du herself. While on Chris Wu's side, faced with Du's allegations, Chris' studio also subsequently issued a statement denying all the things Du was saying. Chris' team warned Du to immediately delete all this infringement content. Chris also claimed his lawyer will file a lawsuit to report this case. But on the contrary, Miss Du, she immediately responded she was not afraid of it, which is because she has enough evidence. So at that time, both parties, Chris and Miss Du, they all hold their own opinions on the internet. Later, Du also posted she was subjected to more online violence, even death threat by Chris fans. After a week, Du posted on Weibo that more and more girls with the same experiences have found her, crying to her about their own experiences. Du and those girls pointed out that we don't want any compensations anymore, but we want justice, we want it to be fair. Quite a few of them are injured physically or mentally, and some of them are still in therapy. After Du's accusation about Chris Wu's behavior, more and more girls stand out on the social media, and currently we know about 30 of them. On July 18, 2021, Du Meizhu, Miss Du, issued the ultimate note to Chris Wu on the internet, stating that she has enough evidence and the information currently available would make Chris Wu to go to the jail for more than 10 years. Finally, Ms. Du asked Chris Wu to hold a press conference within 24 hours to make apology and announce that he will permanently quit the entertainment industry. Du also made another post that Chris and his mother transferred 500,000 RMB to make her silent. The next day, on July 19, 2021, Chris Wu's studio issued a statement on the internet that Chris Wu has already called the police, and the police has already filed the case for investigation. The studio responded to the public that Chris Wu has never had any WeChat account, like Du says for the underage girls. The studio saying that all the records released by Ms. Du and spreading harmful online information also manipulate and incite the public sentiment. And Chris Wu's studio has initiated the legal accountability procedures. After that day, the Beijing police has officially investigated Chris Wu and Du's case. So after more than a week, on July 31st, Chris has been detained by the criminal law for further investigation, and all the social media from Chris Wu and his team has been suspended. What can we expect then? We all know that the word suspect, the word investigation, doesn't mean Chris Wu must be guilty. But actually in China, according to the statistic, only less than 1% are acquitted after the domestic criminal detention. The fact is that in China, generally the detention goes after the police has more than enough evidence, which means there are more than 99% probability that Chris Wu will be sentenced to jail. According to the Chinese law, anyone who raped women by violence, coercion, or other means shall be sentenced to fixed-term imprisonment for no less than 3 years and no more than 10 years. At the same time, in the case of rape of women, rape of many underage girls, especially for the girls under 14 years old, it will be sentenced to fixed-term imprisonment of more than 10 years, life imprisonment, or even death penalties. Talking back to Chris Wu's case, it created such a bad social influence, and the possibility of his involving prohibited drugs is very likely there will be a long imprisonment later. What else I want to say? Actually, a couple of years ago, from 2016, we heard of similar stories that Chris Wu was playing with multiple girls. People also use the word chose concubine, 选妃. But with Chris Wu's strong legal team and public relations, those issues haven't been escalated for the past couple of years, and those used to just sound like a moral issue. In the past, the counterparties involved, those girls, were even getting punished with spreading the information. But later in this year, we found it's not only about cheating, but it's also a legal issue. It's about sex assault, underage, use of prohibited drugs, and rape. Personally, I'm so sorry about those sufferings, maybe for the past couple of years. But during this year's case, I'm just so happy about that. The social media and the justice aren't controlled by the famous people or by the capital. The ordinary people start speaking out and our voice has strength. Thank you for all your listening. So feel free to comment down below if you have any questions or you want to share anything. Feel free to also subscribe and have a see you soon.